In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to survive the DeFi cryptocurrency space and what are some things you can do to ensure your success. Welcome to DeFi Crypto, where we talk everything DeFi in the cryptocurrency space. So today we're going to be talking about how to survive the DeFi cryptocurrency space and what are some things you can do to make sure you lock in the gains in both the bear and bull market. Before we get started, please comment, like, and subscribe at the very bottom. That'll help out get the information out to more viewers. So let's dive into it. So when I look at cryptocurrency projects, I group them into two categories. So we have my high risk and my low risk. So today I'm going to be talking about my some of my low risk categories, and I have a couple high risk. So first thing first, low risk, I have the Drip network. The reason why I put this in a low risk category is because it's standing the test of time. So when I'm looking for projects, I like to look at projects that have some time behind them. Realize if you invest in a project at the very beginning, the dev team and the project itself hasn't had any time to, prove itself through different markets or, in its operations. So I've invested in a lot of projects in the very beginning, and I've gotten, rug pulled or said there was a hack, everybody lost their money, and, I've lost a lot of money in there. So I put Drip Faucet in the low category because it has the time behind it. Also, during that time, it's shown that it pays each and every day, and it continues to grow. So that's why I put that in the low category. And there's other ones like that. So we have Splasive. Now this is going to the high risk, could be low risk, but I invest a little bit in Splasive. This is a new one. It's sort of like the Drip network, and in a sense, only difference is it pays like 2%. So, but the one difference is also too, it hasn't been out that long, especially as long as Drip. So it still hasn't proven itself. So, so that's one thing to consider. But with Drip network, it's been proven. It's almost a year now. The dev is, everybody knows who the dev is. He's active on, Telegram and all that. So very good. Same thing with Splasive. It's active too, but it's just the time. The time will only tell with that one. The next piece is, so one of my high risk ones is, as you guys know, I'm in the Drip Garden. So the Drip Garden is even now touted as by the developer high risk, high reward. So in the Drip Garden, I'm down significantly in my investment, but I continue to compound, and just like we always say, never invest more than you can afford to lose, and that's what I've done in the Drip Garden. So I keep compounding every 15 plants, and just sort of riding the waves. I'm very bullish on Drip and the Drip Garden, so I believe obviously we've always seen when Drip goes up, then our garden profits go up as well. So before I continue any further, though, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so invest in these projects at your own risk. Do your research, and this for entertainment purposes. So another thing you guys can do, and I want you to see that as I'm talking about this, I'm talking about diversification. So you want to be diversified over the cryptocurrency space to help yourself out. So another you can do on different platforms, they have farms that you can invest in. In the farms themselves, there's a high risk and low risk option. So up here we have our high risk options. Why is this high risk? Because you risk you risk having impermanent loss. Impermanent loss is shortened to the point. I invest 50 coins in dogs and 50 coins in Rat BNB. Let's say the price of dogs shoots up sky high. I want to withdraw my coins, so I withdraw my coins. Now I have maybe 35 dogs tokens and 28 Rat BNB. But so I pull out less coins than I put in. So that's the risk that you can take. However, they combat that by giving you a higher APR, and then also you'll earn earn pigs tokens. And if the price of pigs tokens shoots sky high as well, then you can definitely make back what you've lost in the amount of coins you have here, and actually make more money back. So those would be the high risk ones, and you're going to have the higher APRs here. Low risk, we're talking about our USD, BUSD, and your USD pairs here. So these are low risk. You're going to have a lower APR, but they're stable coins, so they don't go up or down. They stay the same. So you put in 50 and 50, you're going to get out 50 and 50. The cool part about that is you're still going to earn dogs, just at a slower rate. Pit dogs tokens, so you can pull out your same amount of tokens, and then if dog shoots up, then you made a great profit. So that would be the high risk. Another one I want to introduce you guys to is Anchor Protocol. So I'm pretty sure some of you have heard about it already, but this is one of my low risk categories. So low risk meaning that you put in your money, and it's a stable coin, and then you're earning up to 20%. I mean, it's touted as a cryptocurrency savings account. If you go to a bank, I mean, what are you getting paid now? Roughly 0.5%, maybe even less than that, 1/4%. So this is actually pretty good money that you will get to earn. So this would be one of the low risk categories. Now, how do you protect yourself? Well, if you still just on the fence about investing in DeFi or some of these projects, this is a pretty neat option. So you'll click on this protect your deposit button here, and these are some cryptocurrency sort of insurance programs. So I've already clicked on one. So I have Nexus Mutual up here, so a people-powered alternative to insurance is very awesome. So covered against smart contract failure and exchange hacks. So this is something you can sort of arm yourself with to protect your investment. So I've clicked on, I already searched up Anchor Protocol, so you can see it has the chains it's on, and then yearly cost there. Now going back over it, you can look and see here we have a couple different options. So not just Anchor Protocol, we have quite a few. So if you ever wanted to get insurance and you're like, I wonder if that project is covered, then you can go ahead and look down here, and they have tons and tons and tons. Or go back to that main page and then search for different insurance companies, because they'll probably cover it. Now realize they're going to have different policies, so just sort of watch out for that. Another thing I like to do is I come in here to BSC scan, and this is something you can do too. Just do some simple, just reading, the contract here. So, these are all the transactions that are going on. What I like to do is click on the contract here, and then see it's verified. Another thing too I like about BSC scan is it actually shows you if there's some issues. So here you click on this guy, and it says, they had some kind of warnings here that you might want to take a look at. So they have severity level. So that's pretty cool too. Another thing you can do is click on the contract creator. And then what this screen shows is what the dev team is pretty much doing with the funds. So some things I could look for: if a contract is renounced, meaning they've released ownership of it and nobody can ever adjust, audit, do whatever they need to do, that's great. So that's something you want to look out for too. So that decreases your chances of a rug pull when they pull liquidity, or just something else, something else. The bad parts about that I've discussed in my previous video, but if there is a vulnerability in the contract, the devs team cannot fix it. So somebody could just milk that contract all the way down to zero. Another thing you can look out for on this page is locked liquidity, so they can just take all the money that's invested there, run with it away. So you'll see something like that, and then you could just basically just track and see what the contract's doing, and on a daily basis if you wanted to, just to see they're active one day, 3 hours ago they did something, so you can trace the money. So it's always good. That's why I like crypto. You can see it, straight in your face. So and then my last thing I want to talk about, surviving, is Telegram. You want to invest in the project. Telegram's, it can be a toxic place at times, but also you can find some good information on the projects that you may want to invest in. But also, if you need to ask the dev team a question, if you need to talk to somebody about something, then Telegram's where you want to be. So with that being said, this is your DeFi survival guide. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, please comment, like, subscribe at the very bottom, and I will see you guys on the next one.